Hey, it's your girl Breathe Diva. Now today I'm going to be doing a video on surviving my first year in sterile processing. Now, before we get into the video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted the next time I upload a video. So let's just get right into it. Okay, y'all. So story time on how I survived my first year in sterile processing. So when I started sterile processing, I started 2021, and when I started, y'all, it was COVID. It literally was in the middle of COVID, and I said, I don't care, y'all. I was tired of being a stay-at-home mom. Yes, I have a background in social work, but I'm like, I just need a quick little easy job. I just need to go to work. I'm tired of being in the house. So I applied for the sterile processing position, y'all. And when I first got into there, I was like, oh my gosh, just the overwhelm. Now, y'all know when y'all get into different positions, right? Before you apply to a job, you do all the research. Like you're researching, you're looking up videos, you're looking on YouTube, right? You're looking up all these things. Now, when I was looking up sterile processing, I did not have any videos, okay? It was very slim pickings on videos. And it was just like older videos. It was nobody on there giving y'all the tea like I am about sterile processing. So when I got into there, I pretty much just had to learn on my own. But anyway, y'all, I got into the field, got in there. And when I first started, like my first week, I was just so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to learn these instruments. I got to learn all these protocols. I got to learn all these instructions. Like, to me, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a lot to learn. When you get into the field, you do kind of feel overwhelmed. Like for me, because I didn't take a course, I didn't go to school for sterile processing. I just did hands-on training. So for me, I feel like if you're doing hands-on training, it can be a little harder getting into the field and just trying not to be overwhelmed because you're coming in there brand new and you don't know anything. So me just starting in sterile processing, it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a lot of people. I think we had about, when I came into the field, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 people on day shift at my hospital. And y'all, 4 people, that's not a lot of people. For a hospital that is doing 40 and 50 cases, sometimes a day, y'all, that is not a lot of people. Another thing too, you guys, don't feel like that you have to learn everything in the first week, in the first month. Like, I need to learn this right now. You're going to have a whole year to learn. So just take your time. Like, don't feel like literally, oh, I'm trying to learn survey, I'm trying to learn decon, I'm trying to learn case cards all in one time. No. Pace yourself, take your time, because this is how you get overload. This is how you're going to get overwhelmed. So if you have to learn case cards for a whole month or whatever, however long it takes you, then you do that. Don't feel like you have to master everything within a month or 2 or 3 months. I feel like at 3 months, I finally got comfortable with it. And it took me about a year to be an expert in it. So just take your time. 40 and 50 cases is considered high numbers for sterile processing. Like my hospital now, we do like 5, 6, 7. It really goes no more than 10. So just think, 4 or 5 people working on the day shift when we have 40 and 50 cases. And then on top of me being new. So when I came in, they had 4 regular people. And then we also had, y'all, 2 travelers. So the 2 travelers was there and, you know, they was helping out while I was getting trained. I feel like the travelers really helped me out a lot. Shout out to, Stephanie. And I forgot the other girl name. If y'all have Stephanie at your hospital, or I cannot think of the other girl name. But they was from, I think, Greensboro, North Carolina. They were the best travelers ever. Crystal, Stephanie and Crystal, they were the best travelers ever. So if you're in a hospital and you have had Stephanie or Crystal and you know they travel, tell them that Bree said hello. Yeah, so I felt like I had a little cushion coming in because it wasn't like, oh, you need to learn this right now. It was kind of like slow paced because we had the travelers there to kind of like supplement the need that we needed. Like we needed people. So they was there to kind of like fill in for the shift while one person trained me. Well, I'm not going to say one person. I got trained by several people, and we'll get into that next. So when I had just got into the field, there was a lady and she was the team lead. They end up moving her from team lead to the manager. So me recently coming in, she had just made that transition to being a manager. She was cool and all, but when it came to the manager piece, she couldn't keep her cool. She could not keep her cool. She was cool, but her management skills, I feel like, just was not there. So anytime you start a new job, y'all, everybody's going to be nice. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I felt so welcome, and da-da-da-da. Y'all, it's always the initial beginning. Right, so with me, for my training, when I started doing my training, I was stationed with several people. So if a lady was in case cards, I was with her. And how we rotated, we pretty much rotated each day. All the people had to do different things. So one day you would do case cards, one day you would do decon, one day you would do like pull in sterile or whatever. It would just switch up. So the thing that I hated when I first came in, I was trained with several different people. And when you train with several different people, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen, y'all? They're going to tell you several different things. So I did not like when I first came in, Sally would tell me to do it this way, and Johnny would be telling me to do it this way. Then once Johnny found out that I was doing the Sally way, I got in trouble. Or somebody said something to me, oh, you don't supposed to do it like that. And when I tell you that made me so frustrated, it's like, come on now. When I tell you almost that was enough for me to quit, because every single thing that I'm doing, you're telling me that it's wrong. Okay, where's the training structure? Where is the documentation telling me the right way to do something? Like, I'm getting told several ways to doing things. So just coming in like that and getting that learning, y'all, was frustrating by itself. I would sit with people, they would show me how to do the trays. Now, I would say, y'all, it was this older lady at my job named Miss C. I'm not going to say her name. Her name was Miss C. She really helped me when it came to learning the instruments. Like, she would give me, like, look, nicknames like, okay, this is Ferris. It's big. This is Big Cousin Ferris. And still now, if I ever was to train, I train people the same way that she trained me. Y'all, she was very knowledgeable in sterile processing. When I tell you I will go to her for everything, I don't care. When I first came into the field, I feel like this is how I survived, y'all. I asked so many questions. When you don't know something, what are you supposed to do? Ask questions. So when I tell you I used to write stuff down, I used to, if I don't know this, I don't care how many times I asked you. I can ask you what's the instruments for the whole tray. I didn't care. If I didn't know it, I was asking. But that's how I learned, y'all. That's how I learned. I asked so much, like, what is this for? What do you do with this? What? I asked it. I don't care. It's never a dumb question when you're trying to figure out what's going on or you're trying to learn something. And she answered all my questions. I know she might have been irritated with me. She never showed it, thank God. But I asked her everything. Really, honestly, I owe her a lot because I learned a lot from Miss C. She taught me a lot about sterile processing, the pill packs, y'all, everything, the whole nine, the whole sterile processing, okay? Whatever I needed, I would go to her and I would ask her because she was, even though she wasn't the manager, she was older. She was very knowledgeable. It was like our elder of sterile processing. Then, maybe about a month in, y'all, I got COVID. My sister went to Florida, came back, and gave me COVID, y'all. Now, like I said, when it comes to the drama, it was nothing but women. So it was drama. I was new to the field, and I was like, I got this banking headache, y'all. I'm not going to be able to come. So while I'm out, people telling me like, oh, people think you faking. And I'm like, seriously? They was thinking that I was going to quit. They was thinking like, oh, she's quitting. Normally people do. Like, I guess they were so scarred from like people coming in and quitting. They automatically assumed that I was just like, oh, this is too much. And y'all, when I tell you like the cattiness, and I'm like, I'm over here. I have COVID. No, baby, it's not that overwhelming. That goes to show like people do get into the field 1 to 2 weeks, they're gone. They're out of there because they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta learn this, I gotta learn that. On top of being strict, then when you get in decon, people really don't last. And I'm like, no, I said, I like the job. I legit have COVID. And I don't understand why was that people's first thought that I wasn't coming back or I was faking because it was too much. Y'all, I don't know. Because like I said, I guess in the past that they have had people that actually did that and didn't come back and didn't show back up to work. But yeah, no. So a lot of times in this field, you do get burnt out, y'all. I found myself so many times getting burnt out when it came to working in decon. Like when I tell you we didn't have enough people. So if you're understaffed at a hospital, y'all hang in there. Hopefully they hire more people. But when you are understaffed, it is stressful. Because sometimes you're in decon 3 and 4 times a week. Sometimes you're doing this, you're doing that. You're doing more than what your job requires from you, from one person. But you're doing 3 and 4 people's job. But y'all, hopefully they hire more people and y'all just stick with it. I always tell people, when you come into the field and it just seemed like, oh my gosh, this is too stressful, I can't do it, hang in there. Hang in there, get your first year, get your 1 year of experience, and you can go somewhere else. But you need to stay in there. I'm talking to somebody, I'm preaching to somebody. Hang in there. Get your 1 year of experience, learn everything that you can, get your certifications, and go somewhere else that's paying, that's better quality, work-life balance, better pay, better benefits. Just hang in there. On my first year, I did not feed into people drama. I did not feed into people drama. I didn't do no he say, she say. I didn't feed into it. Because going in, like I said, it is a lot of drama. But if you don't feed into it, when people come tell you, oh, for real, when you don't feed into it, it's going to be nothing to talk about. Nobody's going to say, oh, Bree said this, Bree said that. It's not going to fester. Nothing is going to happen because you're not feeding into it. So that is my suggestion. Don't feed into the drama. And I know I've said that on previous videos, and this is not just sterile processing. This is for any job. Don't feed into it. Try your best to run away from it. This is how I survived my first year. Stay away from it. And whenever there was a chance for me to learn, I made sure that I was first in line to get that learning. If it was an in-service, I'm right there front and center. When it came time for me to get my certification, y'all, I was studying. I asked my manager for books. She supplied books for us. Like, just take advantage your first year of all the learning opportunities you can. If your company is gonna purchase you a book, or if this is before you even got into a program, take all the learning that you can, y'all. In your first year, you're not gonna do everything right. So don't feel like when you come into the field that you have to know everything, you're gonna do everything right, even though you're getting trained. No, you're going to make mistakes. You're bound to make mistakes. I have had people that came in and was new and actually sterilized the hand scanner. Y'all, people that had jewelry fall in the trays, markers fall in the trays. Like, granted, those things could be avoided, but you're going to make mistakes coming into the field. is bound to happen. Anything that you're new at, you're going to make mistakes. So just take your time. And that's what I did. My first year, I took my time. That's all you can do. Take your time. Learn whatever you can. I'm giving y'all real and honest tea. Now, I'm not saying that it was easy because, y'all, some nights I went home crying, frustrated, burnt out. Like, I'm not going to say that it's all peaches and roses in sterile processing because it's not. Plenty of times I done went into the bathroom and cried, or I done came home crying because I'm burnt out, I'm overworked, I'm overlooked. A lot of times too in this field, I feel that sterile processing get overlooked. When it's something happens to me, I feel like it's always sterile processing fault. Always. I don't care if you talk to any sterile processing tech, they will tell you that it always seems like it's our fault, regardless of what happened. Also, y'all, another thing, when you are in decon, make sure that you have proper shoes. I can't even express to you how I had to learn the hard way when it came to shoes, lifting stuff. If you not, y'all, my dog keep following me. If you are not lifting properly, your back is going to be gone. If you don't have the right shoes on, your feet are going to be done totaled. So make sure that you have the right shoes. That I recommend is either Brooks or Hoka's. I know they like $100 some, but y'all, please really invest in your feet because your feet matter, okay? Take it from somebody who got experience. Either get Hoka or Brooks. They are fabulous shoes when it comes to like working in the healthcare. You will see a lot of people that has Hoka or Brooks or even Skechers. Skechers are really good as well. Invest some good money into your shoes. So my advice to you guys that's trying to survive your first year in sterile processing: 1, stay clear from the drama. 2, learn everything that you can. Take advantage of everything. If they're offering to pay for you to take your exam, if they're offering to give books to help you to get different certifications like the CER, the CHL, go for it. Take it. Get under knowledgeable people. They can help you learn, and that's going to take you from here to there. Make your connections with people, okay? Make your connections with people because they matter. Treat people with respect. Show them that you are a hard worker. Do y'all not know what really speaks for itself? Your work ethic and how you treat people. Because they're like, she's a really good worker. Like, she's new, but she's really good. Y'all, that's how I came into the field. Within a year, I was a team lead. Y'all, literally within a year, I had no experience. And that's just based off my hard work, my skill, y'all. Get into the field. Do what you can. Work hard. Because that is going to be acknowledged when you're trying to get different positions and when you're just trying to move up in general. So I hope this video has helped somebody in surviving their first year in sterile processing, y'all. Comment under my video your experience as your first year in sterile processing, or if it's been a month, or if it's been 2 months, it's been weeks. I don't care how long it's been. Put in the comment your experience in sterile processing. But y'all, that's it. As always, be blessed, be kind. Peace out. Breathe the Diva is signing out. Bye.